far beyond the edges of any map, where the ocean stretched endlessly like a sleeping giant. There lay a kingdom unlike any other. It was called Thalassia, the kingdom of silent tides. Here, the waves did not crash loudly. They whispered. The winds did not howl. They hummed. And in this strange, beautiful place lived a princess who had never spoken a single word. Her name was Princess Leora. From the moment she was born, something about her was different. She simply opened her eyes, wide and calm, as if she was listening to something no one else could hear. But as the years passed, something remarkable became clear. Though Leora had no voice, the ocean listened to her. When she walked along the shore, the waves would gently follow her steps. When she sat by the cliffs, the wind softened, as if not to disturb her thoughts. The people began to whisper, "She is the child of the sea, the keeper of its silence." Leora grew into a graceful and kind princess. She spoke not with words, but with gestures, smiles, and the soft language of her eyes. But deep inside her heart, there was a quiet ache, because she felt something calling to her, something distant and restless. One evening, as the sun melted into the sea, the tides were no longer calm. They churned slowly, uneasily. The water felt heavy, and far beyond the horizon, a dark shape stirred beneath the waves. That night, the ocean did not whisper. It trembled. The next morning, disaster struck. The sea rose violently, swallowing boats and crashing against the cliffs. Storms formed without warning. The once gentle tides turned wild and unpredictable. The kingdom of Thalassia was in danger. The king ordered the strongest ships to sail out and investigate, but none returned. The elders spoke in fear. The heart of the ocean has been disturbed. Something ancient has awakened. Leora knew this was the call she had been feeling all her life. She made a decision that needed no words. That night, under a pale silver moon, Leora walked into the sea. Step by step, the water embraced her until she disappeared. Down, deeper than any human had ever gone, Leora sank into a world of glowing reefs and forgotten ruins. At the bottom, she found it. A massive, ancient shell, cracked open. Inside it pulsed a fading blue light, the heart of the ocean. But it was broken, and wrapped around it was a creature of darkness and storm. It was Nereithis, the devourer of tides. Long ago, Nereithis had been sealed away, kept dormant by the heart's steady rhythm. But now the heart was weakening, and the creature was rising once more. Nereithis turned toward Leora. "You have no voice," it whispered into her mind. "You cannot command the sea. You cannot stop me." The waters churned violently around her, but Leora did not run. She stepped forward, calm, silent, unafraid. She placed her hands on the broken heart and closed her eyes. For the first time, she truly listened, not to the chaos, not to the fear, but to the quiet hidden beneath it all. A soft, steady rhythm, faint but still alive. The truth revealed itself. The heart was not dying. It was being overwhelmed. The world above had grown too loud, too restless. The balance had been broken. Leora understood. The ocean didn't need force or a voice raised in power. It needed stillness. And so, she gave it her silence. A gentle glow spread from her hands. Her calm, her patience, her quiet strength flowed into the heart of the ocean. The light grew brighter, steadier, stronger. Nereithis roared, thrashing in fury, but the light pushed back the darkness, not with violence, but with balance. The storm faded, the shadows dissolved, and the great creature slowly disappeared into nothingness. The heart of the ocean shone brilliantly once more, whole, alive, at peace. Far above, the waves calmed, the skies cleared. The kingdom of Thalassia was saved. But Leora did not return. Days passed, then weeks. The people mourned their silent princess, the one who had never spoken, yet had said so much. Until one quiet morning, a gentle tide rolled onto the shore, and with it, a soft, glowing shell. Inside it was a faint, familiar light. And when the people touched the water, they felt it. A calm, a presence, a quiet voice, not heard with ears, but with the heart. Leora had not vanished. She had become one with the sea, a guardian of balance, a spirit of silence. The people of Thalassia learned something they had long forgotten. They listened to the waves, to each other, and sometimes, on the stillest nights, if you stand by the shore and close your eyes, you might feel her there, not speaking, but guiding. You don't need a voice to be powerful. Sometimes the quietest hearts carry the greatest strength. And true understanding begins when we learn to listen.